Noah's raft. Yeah. So this story isn't really specified when there's when it happens. Oh god. In fact, this film doesn't really doesn't specify anything really. This doesn't really make much sense. Okay, so the story begins with the world, and if you ask me, that's a pretty good place to start a story. And everyone in the world, except Noah and his family things, hate God, and they're all sinners and bad people. So God, basically, this is the beginning, turns to Noah and says, I'm sick of all these people's shit. I'm gonna cause hell. And Noah's just like, but what about— oh god, I dropped the microphone. And Noah's like, but what about me and my family, God? Do we have to die? So God was like, maybe. Are you willing to cause generations and generations of incest? And Noah's like, maybe. And God was like, good, build a boat. Then Noah's like, okay. Then he did. Noah and his family then proceeded to build the boat with a lot of wood. I don't know where he got it. Hold on. Stay still. Okay, good. Okay. So my guess is that Noah stole wood from wherever he lived, and then that caused all the villagers to wonder, and they go up to him and his pre-made boat, and just like, hey Noah, what you doing? And then Noah is like, hey guys, building a boat. And then all the villagers was like, oh yeah, what for? Oh, just for the hell and fury that God's gonna rain down upon us. And the villagers are like, oh yeah, that's cool. What are you gonna do with the boat? And then Noah was just like, oh, I'm gonna keep animals. And then the villagers called him names and made fun of him. And then Noah was, I'll show you for making fun of me and my family. Get in the boat, family. And then they stood and... Also, I want to make out a fact that Noah has like a beard and extremely white hair. So he's either Saruman or he's very old. Or both. So after like half hour of like having fruit thrown at them, Saruman and his family got busy. Then they filled the ark with food and shelter, and then they arrived and like a shitload of animals showed up, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna need to make some more room. So they built the ark a little bit more, and they made room for the animals, and they put like hay and stupid things in it so they're comfortable. Then the villagers showed up, and they were all calling like Noah mean words like, you foolish believer. Then Noah oh my god, I'm confused. Then Noah started crying, so he went in his ark and he closed the doors. There was no light, by the way, so they just like huddled around in the dark. Now I need to make a point of who isn't an animal is in the ark. So there's Noah, his 3 sons, his wife, and his 3 sons' wives. So, okay, no. And then it started raining, and it kept on raining for like a really long time. And everything that breathed air died. That's what it says in this story. It's like a children's website. Jesus Christ. And as the waters rose, the ark floated on top, because Noah likes being on top, as his wife and his son's wives will soon find out. And then they realized he forgot to turn off the stove. So after 5 months of hell and high water and animals and incest, they went on to get stuck in mountains in Ratatata, and they waited for another 40 days for the war to go. And because they didn't leave for another 40 days, because Noah was like, it's not safe outside. And I just want to say, by this point, everyone is probably pregnant, because even Noah sent a raven and a dove out of the ark's open window and watched as the raven devoured the dove, and he kind of lowered his head in shame. So instead, because he likes to be efficient, he sent like a frickin' pterodactyl to go and find dry land, and it was all like... That was terrible, let me try again. Never mind, you get the point. So the pterodactyl flew away, and it came back, and it had severed legs in its in its wing hands. This notified Noah that it's dry and you can go back. And so he did. He set sail, I guess. God told Noah that, Noah, it's time to leave the ark. So he did, and he took his animals with him. And I don't know what he's going to do with these animals now, but Noah was so grateful that his family was saved after he built an altar and worshipped God. And, whatever, I don't care anymore. So that's the basis of this story, is just that they saved, like, a few people, and so God is merciful. The funniest part of this story is, so God makes a promise at the end. He says to Noah, he says, Noah, I promise I will never use genocide to judge human sin ever again. Why is that funny? Then God made rainbows to remind everyone of this promise. Then Noah and his family found new beginnings after the flood, and in time, his 6 billion children repopulated the earth. And what's the moral of this story? The moral is that if you're gonna kill people, leave a few people alive. That's all I got from this. Am I a bad... Yeah, I'm a bad person. I'd probably be the sinners. I'd be all the sin. At the end of the story it says, this Bible story tells us about our wonderful God and how he made us, and that doesn't make sense. He killed people, he like killed everyone. So... hope none of you actually believe this, right? I mean, Jesus. Just offending all the religions.
You should all be ashamed.
Where's my drink? Okay, I found it. It's all good. So, happy Noah's Ark Day. Now, to end the video, I will leave you with a message from God. God once said, now, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke I'm not racist.